Hello, boys and girls. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I have a book to share with you. It is called You Are Special. And just like the book title, all of you are very special. Today, in the story, we're going to be learning from a group of wooden figures. They're called the Wemmicks. So let's jump right into it and see what the story has for us. Alright, let's get a good look of the Wemmicks. So they're like wooden figures, and boys and girls, I don't know if you realize this, but they have stars on them. They also have gray dots on them. Now those are actually pretty important details for the story. Keep that in mind and we'll come back to it later. Alright, let's do some reading. Let's see. Alright. The Wemmicks were small wooden people. All of the wooden people were carved by a woodmaker or woodworker named Eli. His workshop sat on a hill over here, overlooking their village. Each Wemmick was different. Some had big noses, others had large eyes, some were tall, and others were short. Some wore hats, others wore coats, but all were made by the same carver and all lived in the village. So we're getting the sense that all of the Wemmicks, all the wooden people, they are all different. Some are tall, some are short, some are wide, and some are narrow. Alright, here's another picture of the Wemmicks just walking on the street. Now, not only are we seeing the stars and the gray dots on them, but we are also seeing that they each got a little box of stickers of stars and gray dots. What are they doing? Well, let's find out. And all day, every day, the Wemmicks did the same thing. They gave each other stickers. Each Wemmick had a box of golden star stickers and a box of gray dot stickers. Up and down the streets all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars or dots on one another. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always got stars. But if the wood was rough or the paint chipped, the Wemmicks gave dots. Alright, so we are getting the picture. They give stars to each other if they think they're good, and they gave dots to one another if they think they're not so good. Well, here is another picture. Let's see what this page is about. Alright. The talented ones got stars too. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads or jump over tall boxes. Still others knew big words or could sing pretty songs. Everyone gave them stars. Some Wemmicks had stars all over them. Every time they got a star, it made them feel so good. It made them want to do something else and get another star. Others, though, could do little. They got dots. So again, people or Wemmicks that think that are thought by others to be good get stars, but other ones, they got dots. Alright, here we have a new friend. Let's take a look and see who this new friend is. So his name is, can you see okay? Maybe here. Punchinello was one of these. Now let's pause. Now Punchinello, that might sound like a strange word, but it's actually a word that means a shorter and a stout person who is kind of funny looking. So kind of like our friend here, Punchinello, and that's his name. He tried to jump high like the others, but he always fell. And when he fell, the others would gather around and give him dots. They must not think he's very good. Sometimes when he fell, his wood got scratched. So the people would give him more dots. Then when he would try to explain why he fell, he would say something silly. and the Wemmicks would give him more dots. Has that ever happened to you? Sometimes you're trying to speak and maybe explain yourself, but then maybe you get nervous and you ended up saying something silly. That's what happened to Punchinello too. After a while, he had so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. He was afraid he would do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in the water, and then people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many gray dots that some people would come up and give him one for no reason at all. That sounds really sad. That must not make him feel very good, and now people are giving him dots for no reason, just because he has got so many dots to begin with. Look at him, boys and girls. He does not look very happy at all. He deserves lots of dots. The wooden people would agree with one another. He is not a good wooden person. After a while, Punchinello believed them. I'm not a good Wemmick, he would say. The few times he went outside, he hung around other Wemmicks who had a lot of dots. He felt better around them. So, boys and girls, I don't know if you catch what's going on. Initially, they're just giving him gray dots to stick on him. But now, it's not just what we see on the outside. Punchinello is believing the dots. He is believing that he is not good enough. It's not just what we see on the outside, but it makes him so sad that he starts believing in these gray dots. That is not good. Well, that is until there's a big change in the story. One very special day happened, and we're going to learn from another new friend. Alright, can you see okay? One day he met a Wemmick who was unlike any Punchinello had ever met. She had no dots or stars. She was just wooden. Her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers. It's just that the stickers did not stick. How strange. Some of the Wemmicks admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up and give her a star, but it would fall off. Others would look down on her for having no stars, so they would give her a dot, but it wouldn't stay either. This is strange. Not only do the bad dots wouldn't stick on Lucia, but even the good star stickers would also not stick on her. How come? Well, our friend Lucia is going to share something with our friend Punchinello. Alright, that's the way I want to be, thought Punchinello. I don't want anyone's marks, good or bad. So he asked the stickerless Wemmick how she did it. It's easy, Lucia replied. Every day I go see Eli. Eli? Yes, Eli, the wood carver. I sit in the workshop with him. Why? Why don't you find out for yourself? Go up the hill, he is there. And with that, the Wemmick who had no stickers turned and skipped away. Lucia sounded like a pretty happy and cheerful Wemmick. Well, what happened then? Well, what happened was, but will he want to see me? Punchinello cried out, but Lucia already was gone, so she didn't hear. So Punchinello went home. He sat near a window and watched the wooden people as they scurried around, giving each other stars and dots like they always do. And Punchinello thought, it's not right. He muttered to himself, and he decided to go see Eli. Who is this Eli guy? Now remember, Eli is the wood carver who lives on the top of the hill. And that is what his workshop looked like. He walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into the big shop. His wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stew was as tall as he was. He had to stretch on his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. A hammer was as long as his arm. Punchinello swallowed hard. Oh, like that. I'm not staying here. And he turned to leave. Probably was a little scared. Then he heard his name. Punchinello? The voice was deep and strong. Punchinello stopped. Punchinello, how good to see you. Come and let me have a look at you. Punchinello turned slowly and looked at the large craftsman. You know my name? The little Wemmix asked. Of course I do. I made you. Alright, here's another picture of Punchinello and the wood carver. So what are they going to be talking about? Eli stooped down. Oh, you're good. Eli stooped down and picked him up and set him on the bench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he looked at the gray dots. Looks like you have been given some bad marks. I didn't mean to, Eli. I really tried hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me, child. I don't care what the other Wemmix think. You don't? No, and you shouldn't either. Who are they to give stars or dots? They're Wemmix just like you. What they think doesn't matter, Punchinello. All that matters is what I think. And I think you're pretty special. Look. And as they kept talking, Punchinello laughed. Me? Special? Why? I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? Eli looked at Punchinello, put his hands on those small wooden shoulders, and spoke very slowly. Because you are mine. That's why you matter to me. Punchinello had never had anyone look at him like this, much less his maker. He didn't know what to say. I guess Punchinello had never had anyone who talked to him so kindly. He didn't know what to do. And they kept hanging out. So then, every day I've been hoping you would come, Eli explained. I came because I met someone who had no marks, said Punchinello. I know. She told me about you. Why don't the stickers stay on Lucia or stay on her? The maker spoke softly. Because she has decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. Now, boys and girls, this is such an important thing. We're going to come back to that. What? The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you care about their stickers. I'm not sure I understand. And looks like Punchinello is going to go away for now. Eli smiled. You will, but it will take time. You've got a lot of marks, a lot of the gray dots. For now, just come to see me every day, and let me remind you how much I care. Eli lifted Punchinello off the bench and set him on the ground. Remember, Eli said as the Wemmix walked out the door, you are special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Punchinello didn't stop, but in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, a dot fell to the ground. Just like that. The end. So, boys and girls, what can we learn from the book? Well, there are so many things from the book that I think it's so cool, but something that stuck out to me was, remember how Punchinello, he used to have a lot of gray dots, and that was because he wasn't particularly good looking, fast, talented, smart, and a lot of people gave him gray stickers. And eventually he got really sad about it because he really began to think that he was not good enough. Now, maybe you and I don't walk around giving people star stickers or gray dots, but do we call people names sometimes? Do we label people different bad things sometimes? Maybe we do, and sometimes it can really make someone sad, and not just sad, they might start believing that they're not good enough. So, the first thing I want you to remember is we need to use kind words. We shouldn't be calling people names. We shouldn't be giving people labels, especially the ones that will make them so sad. We need to stop doing that. But the other thing that I want you to remember is if people do call you maybe mean names, or maybe they give you bad labels because you're not the fastest kid, maybe you're not the prettiest, maybe you're not the smartest, does it really matter? Well, we learned from we learned from Punchinello and Lucia that actually the other people around you, they are just like you. Maybe they look different, but they're no better or worse than you, and they don't really get to make you feel better or worse. And in a way, what others think of us really don't matter. What matters is people who really care about us, people who really love us, what they think of us is what actually matters. So, I hope you enjoyed today's book, and most importantly, I hope you remember, just like the book title says, you are special. Please don't forget that, because boys and girls, all of you are very special. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow back here. Have a great day.